but we'll try this out. Okay.
I love it so much.
That one.
That's the one. '2020 Phoenix. PSA 10. Yes, we do, Rob Richardson. He is over here on TikTok. Shout out to Bubba, too. Oh, hell yeah. How about a PSA 10 Super Bowl MVP, Mr. Patty Mahomes, on the Fireburst PSA 10? That's a nice one, Ashtray Poetra. Congratulations, good sir. You win this morning. Johnny Quick. Oh, wow. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. Junk Wax Nasty. That is numbered to 25 on the Royal Lineage. Bandysbrock, Johnny Quick, and Jack Campbell. That's cool. 10 out of 25 on the Triple Relic. Very nice. There you go, my man. And that one's going to go in a big boy 130-point penny sleeve. Mr. Tripp, welcome back. Good evening. And I got to grab a not Junk Wax Vintage top loader for that one. Because that's a thick boy with 4 C's. Felicidades, Henry. That's pretty, buddy. It's a bloody buddy. 2 in blue. Well, hello!
Oh my God!
Mikey Kobaugh and Dutchie. I cannot thank you enough, my brother. On the gifted spot. Your World Series MVP on the All Aces, Freddie Freeman. Check that out, Bam Damley.
Get that card out of my face!
Oh my.
Just leaving that one up for you, brother. Wow. Oh, hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan autograph numbered to 10. Damn! Holy shit. Hockey mushrooms, legends. Junk Wax Nasty. Woo! Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn! Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother. That is 3rd on print to 10. That is the 2nd to 10 autograph that we have found.
Oh my God!
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Emotional damage!
El Mutante. The 17-year-old sensation for San Diego. Bro. Dutchie, you win. That is absolutely good karma. You know it, Bubba. Holy crapola. And it is numbered 59 out of 60. How about a penultimate on print? Leo Dallas DeVries, El Mutante. Well, felicidades, Dutchie. Congratulations, my good man. That is sick. Numbered to 149 on the acetate. Holy shiitake mushrooms. Junk Wax! Nasty. That is sick. Congratulations, buddy. I am so stoked that we could find that together. Kyle Giungo, good evening, buddy. He says, would you be our very first numbered card? And my dear friends, we have some morning wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Koba. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Whew. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Case hit, bud. And check this out.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Number to 50. The GOAT. TB12 Tom Brady. Congratulations, Mr. Paul Bailey. There you go. That's right. Dunk, thank you for smacking the follow button. 615, let's go. Todd Kale, thank you for smacking the follow button. That's what I'm saying. That is beautiful. 29 out of 50 there for you, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, OG. That is a case hit. That's right, Paul Bailey. Congratulations, my brother. Beautiful. And let's find out where this came from. Oh my God! We found it! Lane Rust, congratulations, young man. Yes way. Yes way. Oh, I'm so excited. Folks, this is the first time I'm seeing it too. Would you just look at it? 1 of 1 gold. Beautiful. Junk Wax Vintage Family Card Stand. Congratulations, Lane Rust. That is magnificent, my friend. Hell yeah.
Oh my God!
Would you just look at it, Lane Rust? Congratulations, young man. Oh, wow.
Oh my God!
Holy shiitake mushrooms. Congratulations to Bethany on the gold C.J. Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered, too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So, family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the C.J. Stroud rookie autograph number to 50. It is a slab. Ooh. 2011 Topps PSA 10. Big Poppy. David Ortiz. From 2006 Topps. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz. That's a nice one, buddy. And shout out to our Boston brethren. So Tippy Brad Schwartz, if you go back and watch this replay, brother, just keep in mind that I purchased all these PSA 10s very, very intentionally. So if you do not PC this, somebody in this family does. So if you want to reach out in the Junk Wax Vintage Family chat, initiate a trade, or if you want to sell it, that is totally okay too. Congratulations, Tippy Brad Schwartz.
Still no Griffey rookie. We've been searching for days.
We should have purchased from Junk Wax Vintage.
Set course to Earth. Let's go get our Griffey.
It's a terrific Tuesday morning and the lights will shine bright. Dalen's gonna lead us to another hype-filled night. Mrs. Junk Wax will be working, sealing deals with pride. Packaging your sure it's done right. We'll be live on 5, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, YouTube. Legends, get ready. The breaks are waiting for you. JunkWaxVintage.com is the place to be. Sealed wax break spots and a blog that's always free. Sawyer's in Austin now, helping full-time with the crew. Sorting, bagging, labeling, making dreams come true. And Mikey was the innovator, cooking up a surprise behind the scenes at JWV, where the passion never dies. We'll be live on 5, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, YouTube. Legends, get ready. The breaks are waiting for you. Head to JunkWaxVintage.com, it's the place to be. Create your free account, join the JWV family. If you're new to the hobby or just coming back around, that blog's got the knowledge, the best tips to be found. So grab your morning coffee. The show's about to start. JWV's got the legends, the fire, and the heart. We'll be live on 5, TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, YouTube. Legends, get ready. The breaks are waiting for you. Dalen and the crew will bring the heat. Terrific Tuesday mornings where the family meets.
That's right. Well, top of the morning to you, you absolute legends. It is so damn good to see you. Happy Tuesday, my dear friends. How the heck are we? Hey, what's up, Josh Fish? I sincerely appreciate the kind words this morning, my man. Thank you. Good morning, Brian Smith. Good morning, Uncle Smitty. Yay. How you doing there, legend? My San Antonio hermano. Que bueno verte, señor. Mr. Wyatt R. What's up, brother? Jason Russell, our Canadian cousin, and ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cole Hostetler, my brother from another mother, smacking that resub button for the 27th month. And then Jeffro right behind him with the 25th month.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing, gentlemen. Hit me in the fields over here, boys. And with those two magnificent long-term resubs, you legends have triggered a terrific Tuesday morning. As always, you legends, that is a wonderful way to start our morning. And if you want to take this hype train to a hype train level 6, I would absolutely love to give away a Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox this morning. Threaten me with a good time, baby. Let's go. Good morning, Cody Simons. Good morning, Ollie. Great to see my brother from down under. Always good to see you, my dude. How is our Australian this morning? Broast to you, Wyatt. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The Hillbilly Chef, thank you so much for smacking the follow button. I appreciate you, my man. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, if it is your very first time tuning in to this ugly mug, it is wonderful to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. You can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way, with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense. You, good morning, my man. Victor Lopez, buenos dias. How you doing there, young man? Always good to see you, Victor. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. Mr. Jordan Walters and Jason LaRoque with the very first gift of the week over here on TikTok. You legend. Thank you. Much appreciated, gentlemen. All right, ladies and gents, you know what we must do. You know how we got to start this show. We cannot get too ahead of ourselves. I already took the liberty of busting into that spicy water. Cheers, my friends. Broast. I love that spicy water. Good morning, Jason Allen. Great to see our Canadian cousin this morning. You and Mr. Russell. Shout out to our Canadians, eh? Let's get some music happening, shall we? Beautiful. All right, boys and girls. We busted into that spicy water. Let's bust into our very first item in the morning. And ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know, we have a healthy queue this morning. If you would like to put in an order at junkwaxvintage.com, you are absolutely welcome to do so. And for you folks that are new here, all you have to do to participate here is head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. That is where you find everything for this channel. There is sealed wax up there. There's break spots up there. There's merchandise. Shameless plug. So feel free to go check out junkwaxvintage.com this morning, you legends. And we also have some brand new breaks up there at junkwaxvintage.com. So I know we have, I think, 4 spots down in our brand new 2023 Panini Prizm hobby break up there. If you want to snag yourself a spot, please feel free. I would love to bust that little bad boy this morning. All right, speaking of busting this morning, ladies and gentlemen, we just moved to Hype Train Level 2. We are at Hype Train Level 2, 0%, with 3 minutes to go. Are we giving away a Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox this morning, my dear friends? The ball is in your court. Alrighty, Jeffrey Sakimura, welcome back, my man. Jim Cos, good morning, brother. Great to see you as always. How you doing this morning, gents? And Mr. Enrique, bienvenidos a familia. Lo siento para mi español porque soy muy gringo. All right, legends. First pack of the morning. Let's go. It is football season. So why don't we start off with some football this morning? 1991 Upper Deck. We're looking for that Brett Favre rookie card. See if we can't find one. I appreciate the kind words this morning, Hugh. Thank you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Mr. Clint Bedell, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the family, buddy. Blair Johnson, top of the morning to you. That's right, Victor Lopez. Our Mariners are looking pretty damn good, huh? I like it. All right, we start off with the man, the myth, the Montaigne. Beautiful on the football heroes. How about old Rick Fennywop for Minnesota? Mr. Viles, top of the morning to you, my brother. How you doing? How about the Herminator? Mr. Herman Moore, rookie. Neil Smith. Tony Manwich, who goes live almost every single night on TikTok. If you haven't followed him, you should. Good morning, Mr. Burrell. How you doing, Jeff? A couple of legendary Jeffs in the house this morning. Steve Jordan from Minnesota. Walker, Texas Ranger. Good morning, my fellow Texan. Randall Cunningham, MVP. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, legends. I think this is a wonderful omen for the day and the week, my dear friends. How about a Brett Favre rookie? Hell yeah. Ask, and we shall receive this morning. Why, thank you, card gods. I know it. I know it, Jordan Walters. I know. When you find the Favre rookie, the Favre rookie's got to go up there on the stand. Damn. All right. Thank you, Jordan Walters. Mr. Burrell, you already know, brother. Whenever I have a audience here this morning, it is a damn good morning. And folks, back-to-back Favre and Bo Jackson? Yes, please. Thank you, card gods. That's what I'm saying, Clint. Goodness gracious, my man. How about Return of the Mac for the Browns? Old Ronnie Hall for the Bucks. And last but not least, a little checklist. Finishing that one off. Heck of a first pack of the morning, if I do say so myself. Yikes. Good morning. Mr. Peacharelli, great to see you, my man. I see you over there, brother. I love it. Onward to the edge. Good morning, my man. He says, Dalen, I'm getting a package together for you and with some cards I bought on eBay as well as some junk wax and some bangers for my PC. Well, that is very kind of you, Onward. I appreciate that, buddy. Looking forward to busting it right here on the show. All right, my dear friends. Excellent first pack of the morning, if I do say so myself. Good morning, everybody. If you are just rolling up in here this morning, it is absolutely magnificent to see you. It is wonderful to be seen. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I missed y'all so much. If you joined us on Sunday, my dear friends, thank you. That was one of the best Whatnot shows that we have had to date. We had such a good time on Sunday afternoon. So if you have not downloaded Whatnot and followed us over there yet, you probably should. We have an absolute blast and we missed you. Okie dokie. So first and foremost, my dear friends, we have a redemption that came in over the weekend. Baseball Sniper, what's up, Junk Wax fam? Good to see you this morning, man. Good morning, Dutchie. How's my favorite JVD? And we're not talking about Jean-Claude Van Damme. So, legends. Some of you might remember when we pulled this bad boy. Uh-huh. Back on the day before my birthday in July. I know it, Keith. Wasn't that fun? Thank you for joining us over there, you legend. So, Mr. Brian Ringer, also known as Gigs, one of our legends that started with us on TikTok, has followed us over here to Twitch. We were busting into a break, and he had the Pirates, and he got a Paul Skeens redemption. Guess what came back on Saturday? Would you just look at it? Numbered to 125, silver signature rookie auto. Gosh, that's sick. Congratulations to Mr. Brian Ringer. Excited to possibly send that one off for him. I know, Kirk Woa. I know, bro. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to old Brian. I agree, Mikey. That is beautiful. You're right. And you legends over here on Twitch, we just hit 100 messages. Thank you, chatty Cathys. I love it. Card Ripper, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. Clint Bedell, I know, bro. Beautiful, right? Well, there you go, Brian. So for those of you that are new here, you might not understand, you might not know, but you have stumbled across a card club. And we are a tight-knit group of enthusiasts that come together almost every single day. And most of the people here in this family allow me to redeem those cards for them. And I love doing that because I get to show them off to the family. It is a slightly selfish reason that I want those cards. So, Mr. Brian Ringer, I know you're probably going back and watching the replay on this one, buddy. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for letting me redeem that one for you. Thank you for letting me pull that one for you. I appreciate your participation in that break. That was a big boy. That was not a cheap break, my man. So thank you so much for taking a chance, and I'm so glad you did. That will be in your next JWV package, unless you want to send that one off to PSA, BGS, FCG, or SGC, because I'm happy to do that for you as well, Mr. Brian Ringer. Okie dokie. Aw, Baseball Sniper, that is ridiculously kind of you to say. Thank you, you legend. Card Ripper, welcome to the family, my man. Great to have you. Front Lawn Rips, what did he hit? He hit a Paul Skeens rookie auto that was just on the screen, my friend. That one. That's the one he just hit. Onward says, did we rip the Immaculate the other night? Yes, we did. We sure did for our buddy Andy Gain. He did very, very well. Those Immaculate boxes are legit. We have one more left, and it's going to be in a break coming up this week. Corey Bader, right? Threat me with a good time, buddy. Jason Allen has a first question of the morning.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
Excuse me. He says, do we have any more hockey breaks in the near future? Yes, we do. I think we're going to have more this week, my friend. Mm-hmm. Mr. Peacherelli says, I got my latest JWV package yesterday at your doorway. Turned it around and just packed your latest PSA package inside the old box. Nice, brother. Hoping for some good vibes. I hope so too, buddy. Sincerely. Hope you get some nice ones. All right, folks. Front Lawn, I got you covered, buddy. You must have just came in at the opportune moment there, my man. So that is numbered to 125 on the silver signature Paul Skeens Inception Rookie Auto. Beautiful. Kirk Woa says it would be cool to see what redemptions are currently out. You want to see the list? Ask and you shall receive, my brother. So check it out. This is all the redemptions that we have from everybody in the family. Mm-hmm. So we have an Ethan Anderson for Mr. Ryan Bruns for the Orioles. Oh, by the way, folks, this one does go to the Trolley Dodgers. It's that catcher that had some personal issues, Mr. Paul Loduca. So that does go to the Dodgers. That was Mr. Alan White in that break. It is also numbered to 98 out of Impeccable. Mr. Andy Gain, out of his Impeccable box, got a James Wood Impeccable number signature, numbered to 29 on that one. Beautiful. Andrew Shumper, the Family Devil Dog. We have a Jesus Made, numbered to 49 on the redemption. Andrew Shumper also has a Jackson Churio Tie-Dye Prism redemption, numbered to 25. Andres Chaparro for A.A. Ron Halliburton. That comes from Panini Elite Extra Edition. Brody Hopkins going to one half of the Isley Brothers. That comes from Panini Elite Extra Edition. That is Brody Hopkins. How about Lawless Allen going to Kyle Dana? That comes from 2025 Donruss. Then we have a Steven Urseg from Topps Chrome UFC 2025 going to Druser. How about a Kendall George for the Trolley Dodgers going to Mr. Patrick Golden? How about a David Shields going to Reese Lightning, Mr. Cooper? That is for the Royals. That came out of 2025 Donruss. Cam Smith for Mr. Josh Fish, redeemed back on August the 15th. That came from Panini Prospect Edition 2024. Bree Imus. How about another Jesus Made? Optic signature autograph. That is purple, numbered to 49. Alan White on the base Jesus Made redemption. Dylan Head. That is another one for Alan White. I think that one went to the Padres from Panini Prospects. Mike Bovey. Another one for Alan White. I think that one went to the Brew Crew from Panini Prospect Edition. Roki Sasaki for our buddy Balake Juno. That was redeemed back in July. That came from Topps. That one's going to be a good one. Can't wait to get that one in. Johnny Farmello, my PC for the Seattle Mariners. That came from Panini Prospect Edition. That is a Future Legends signature, typically numbered to 99. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox. That is a purple signature series from 2025 Donruss. Jesus Made, one more time. That is another base rated prospect signature from 2025 Donruss. Mr. Kyle Willard has a Jim Edmonds for the Cardinals from 2025 Donruss. Sean Brewer has a 2025 Donruss Kendall George for the Trolley Dodgers. Mr. Rob Richardson has a Rainer Arias from 2025 Donruss for the Gigantes. Mr. Mikey Koba, another Kendall George. So we have 3 Kendall Georges in there also. That one came from 2025 Donruss. We're about halfway there, folks. How about Kevin O'Brien, the Sensational Signatures Pulsar Prism from 2024 Panini Prizm. That one is numbered to 199. Our buddy Jeffro, Mr. Jeffro Tull, has a Dylan Head from 2025 Donruss, redeemed back in June. Another Kendall George, make that 4 Kendall Georges for our buddy Mr. Jeff Malinowski, also from 2025 Donruss. Chris Condor, we're talking about the captain. Good morning, Lunchbox Ricky. Great to see you, my brother. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence. Damn good to see you, buddy. Good morning. So this one's numbered to 49. Adael Amador for the Rockies. JVD has a Dricus Duplessis Regalia relic signature from Topps Royalty UFC. Excited for that one. Timbo T-Wood has a Sammy Stafura Future Legend signature from 2024 Prospect Edition. Eddie Cabrera, 2022 Panini Prizm rookie auto. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA for OKC from 2024 Revolucion Around the Rim autograph. That one's going to be fun too. For my fellow Washingtonian, Mr. Glenn Lucio from WWE has a Devon Dudley from 2024 Prizm. Mr. Chris Notley Bailey, Jimmy Uso from 2024 Panini 3-Count WWE. How about another UFC, Israel Adesanya for my buddy named Mr. James McCrow from Canada. That came from 2023 Select, and that one's been out for a while. Kristen Hamamoto has an Owen White from Panini Prizm. Johnny Mesco. Rob Richardson bought the spot, but Johnny Mesco got the spot, and that is a dual autograph Drew McIntyre and Seth freaking Rollins from 2024 Prizm. Davison Figueiredo. That one goes to Timbo. Timbo has another Brody Hopkins. Kirk Woa has a Sir William Regal that we redeemed back in 2024. Been waiting on that one a minute. Oh, we got that one back, but I could be wrong. Cousin Vinny, Mr. Hit, redeemed The Martian, Jason Dominguez, but this one was expired, so I don't know if they're going to give us Panini points on that one or send us something. Our buddy J-Mac, this one's been hanging for quite a while as well. Afa from WWE Panini Prizm. Rob Richardson has another WWE, AJ Styles. Austin Martin for Cesar Mendoza for Minnesota. Drew Reimer has an Alexiab Kriziev UFC auto. And actually, there's 2 of them in there. And then Islam Makhachev for Druser. That came from Topps Finest UFC. And then Seiya Suzuki for Timbo T-Wood from 2022 Optic. So there you go. There's the list of redemptions, my friends. Quite a few of them, we'll say. Quite a few. I know, Kirk Woa. You are very welcome, my brother. My pleasure. Thank you for asking. All right, homies. Let me put that one off to the side for Brian. Huge. That's right. That's right. Colt Simmons, good morning, brother. How you doing? How was the rest of your weekend? Baseball Sniper says that James Woods to 29 is so fire. You're right. Excited to see that one back. Mr. Chris Condor says that was your very first redemption ever, my man. Well, I am humbled and very excited as well. Thank you so much, good buddy. And buenos dias, Mr. Esposito. Good to see my awesome Arizonan. How we doing this morning, Gregory? It's true, soup with soups. That old Kendall George, right? That's right, Brian Smith. That's a lot of hooch. Ollie, you have court tomorrow, my man. Well, best of luck to you. Make sure you go in dressed nicely. Say your pleases and thank yous. Your yes, your honor, your no, your honors, or whatever you say down there in Australia. You know, it might be a little bit different than the States here, but I've always fared pretty well if I follow those rules. So best of luck to you, my man. I am confident that if you go in there with the right headspace, it's going to come out just fine, or at least as good as to be expected. Addis says, has anyone told you have a radio voice? Oh, yes. I've had many people tell me I have a face for radio. I appreciate the kind words this morning, my man. Thank you so much, and it's great to have you. All right, legends. As always, if it is your very first time tuning in this morning, it is great to have you. My name is Dalen, also known as Junk Wax Vintage. And if you are new here, my friends, couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. So if you want to come over here and join us on Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook, you have options. And if you are new here, folks, all you have to do to participate, if you see over here on TikTok, right there, is find the goods at junkwaxvintage.com. That's where you go. Feel free to go check out the website. You can also create yourself an account for free if you want. Mr. Mad Max, good morning, legend. I hope you have a great one as well. Thank you for the positivity this morning, my good buddy. Colt Simmons, it was a wonderful weekend, my man. So myself and Mrs. Junkwax, we actually took, after we got done with Whatnot on Sunday, we took a very rare evening off. So I got about 4 hours just to hang out with Mrs. Junkwax. We watched some Ancient Aliens. We had some dinner. It was everything I thought it could be. So I appreciate you, Colt. Thank you, buddy. We got a little break for a couple hours. It was awesome. All right, legends. Let's refresh that shop for the very first time this morning. And then, if we do not have an Aaron O'Neill with us here this morning, we're going to start with Mr. Chase Stavanovich. Chaser, are you here this morning, my buddy? Starting off with some UFC. Maybe. I agree, Brian Smith. Mr. Neal, good morning. He says, I'm still crying about the 1 million runs your Mariners put up against us. Couldn't you mercy rule us at least? My man, I thought about that when I was watching that game. That was magnificent. My Mariners are turning it on at the end of the season here. Love it. All right, folks. It looks like we are current up there in the shop at the moment. Thank you to Jason Russell. Thank you to Jason Allen, couple of legendary Canadian Jasons. Ryan Bruns, Kyle Watson, Dan White, Jonesy, and Melody. I appreciate you snagging some spots in that brand new break that's up there at junkwaxvintage.com. Beautiful. Hey, you and I both, Colt. Isn't that fun? And we have a surprise coming in a couple of weeks, too. I think if you like that Whatnot show, you're going to like the surprise coming. Okie dokie. Ooh, Mikey Koba, good morning, you legend. He says, I just took down a few spots in that Prizm. Beautiful. Let's refresh that shop one more time and get you locked in there, you legend. Good morning, Mr. Koba. How is our dastardly Dodgers fan doing this morning? Greg Esposito says, did you see a Mariners fan hired an Etsy witch to break their curse? I can't say I did, my man, but that's magnificent. Shout out to Etsy witches. Who knew? Who knew? All right, Mr. Koba, the legend himself, the California kid, taking down 6, 8, and 22. Thank you so much, Mikey. And do we have a Chase Stavanovich here with us this morning by chance? If we do not, then we are moving on to Jose Santos Jr. Mr. Santos, are you here this morning? By chance? There you go, Mikey Kobaugh. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. Good morning, Mr. Henshin. One half of the Henshin brothers. Damn good to see you on this terrific Tuesday morning. Ah, Mr. Kobaugh. You have all the empathy on that one, my man. All of my kids play sports. I totally get it. But I know that you will tune in whenever you can, my brother. We will miss you. I respect all the work you're doing with the kids over the next couple of months, buddy. I know how that goes. So keep up the good work, my friend. If there's anybody that can handle it, it is you, my brother. You got this. I have faith in you. Mr. Cheney, good morning. I am very well. How are you doing this morning, my good man? Top of the morning to you. Alex Gusev, good morning, brother. How are you doing, Alex? Big hugs. Firm handshakes, my dear friends. Banana pudding. Great to see you. Baseball Sniper, you just submitted to the Facebook page. Excellent, my friend. We'll get that approved for you after the show this morning. Much appreciated, buddy. All right. I think we're current up there in the shop, folks. But we're striking out on our first couple of family rips here, gosh dang it. So we do not have a Chase Stavanovich. We do not have a Jose Santos Jr. this morning. Last call for Jose Santos Jr. After that will be Chef Vinny. We have a Chef Vinny in the house this morning. I know he might go back and watch the replay, so I think we might rip those even if he's not here. Mr. Bobby Ballgame. Right? I hear you there, brother. Soup of soups. Beautiful, brother. You got to call yourself a bruja in Espanol. All right, folks. I think we are going to rip for Chef Vinny. Do we have one half of the Super Stroopers here with us in the house? Chris or Greg Stroop? Are you here this morning? JR, thank you for smacking the follow button, my friend. Welcome to the crew. Mr. Cheney, you have the day off today, my man. Beautiful. Well, enjoy it, dude. Do you have any big plans by chance? That's true, Victor Lopez. Our Mariners pretty much have to win every additional game. That's right. And I hope they do, gosh dang it. I think they can. I know they have it in them if they play to their potential. All right. Well, I think we're going to start the morning with Chef Vinny. Actually, first, do we have a James Vallejo here with us this morning? Senor Vallejo. And Jose Santos Jr. James Vallejo, Jose Santos Jr. Mr. Chad, what's up, brother? He says, are you keeping an eye on my Rangers? Always, my brother, always. I like my Rangers, too. All right, well, that was the last call for Jose Santos Jr. and Chase Stavanovich and A.A. Ron O'Neill. But let's go with old Chef Vinny this morning. Good luck to Chef Vinny. He's putting on a little movie for us this morning. We have 2 blaster boxes of 2023 Bowman Platinum, 1 Mega 2024 Topps Chrome, and another Mega of 2024 Topps Heritage with that beautiful 1975 design. Love those. So, let's start with some Heritage, shall we? And Chef Vinny is going to go back and watch the replay. So, Chef Vinny, if you're watching that replay right now, my friend, thank you as always. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy. For the very first time on this terrific Tuesday morning from right here in Austin, Texas, we shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Buena suerte. Good luck. Good morning, Mr. Todd O'Hara. Great to see you as always, my brother. How was the remainder of your weekend, my good man? Mr. Mark Villarreal. Buenos dias. And Mr. Cheney, if I may ask, what do you do for a living, my friend? What do you have the day off from today, my brother? Empty box there, Chef Vinny. Pack number 4 is to the side because it is tradición. And folks, we almost have to bust into a brand new Space Volta already. We've only been here for a couple of minutes. Sheesh! Mr. Cheney, you're a furnace operator for the Big 3 here in Michigan. Nice, brother. That sounds like a fun job. Kareem, yes, we are onward. It's that kind of morning, my man. I'm going to leave it up there because it's so pretty. Oh, that's better. Good morning, Mike Green. How are you, my dude? Happy Tuesday morning, buddy. Why, thank you, Mr. Zim. Appreciate that, brother. Shout out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All right, Legends. First pack of the week. Let's go. It is absolutely wonderful to see each and every one of you this morning, my friends. I hope all of us is having the most terrific morning possible. If by some act of the universe you are not having a wonderful morning, I'm so sorry. And I hope I can take your mind off it for just a couple of minutes. You all know I absolutely love these 1975 design throwback heritage. Looking for some SPs, maybe an image variation. Mr. Griffin, you grabbed your very first spot in Panini Prizm. Thank you so much, good buddy. Right after this rip, we'll get you locked in. Mr. Zim, you just watched that Winning Time Lakers show on HBO Max. It is a wonderful show, you're right. I have referenced that show more times than I can even count on this show. Mr. J. Ray, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the crew, my dude. Great to have you. And we start off with a legend, Mr. Yogi Berra, the Degraminator, Wisniewski, Junior Caminero, your home run derby runner-up, rookie. Ooh, how about some Shohei and Matty Ice, your home run leaders. Dominic Smith on the white border for the Nationals. We got our very first chrome numbered for our Seattle Mariners. That is to 575. That is George Kirby. Nice one. Ooh, how about some Jaws on the 1974 flashback? Mr. Zim, yes, they are called facsimile signatures, my friend. Facsimile signatures, yes. And they're on almost every single card. How about the 1999 MVPs? Pudge Rodriguez, and is that Dave Justice? Nope, that's Chipper. Pudge and Chipper on the MVPs. Lars Nootbaar, the proud owner of the most Scandinavian name in all of baseball. Reese Lightning. How about the man, the myth, the mustache, Mr. Raleigh Fingers? Couple of mustaches with Mike Schmidt. They should call them MVMs, Most Valuable Mustaches. From 1981. Ooh, beautiful. 1951. Folks, one of my all-time grail sets is 1951 Topps, and you're looking at it. Yogi Berra and Roy Campanella. Love that one. Bryce Terang. Priester. How about Miggy and Uncle Larry, your 2013 MVPs? JT Realmuto. Shout out to Mikey 1. CD Rom. Spencer Steer. Always a parte with Starling Marte. Edie Gonzalez. That's right, onward. Shout out to old Paul Westhead. Shout out to Winning Time. Midnight in Jordan Montgomery. Gavin Williams. How about your 2006 MVPs? That is Austin Monahan and Ryan Howard, 2006. CJ always smoking that cron. DJ Crone. Rosa Reyna. Oscar Meyer. Good morning, Delta Bravo Foxtrot. How you doing, buddy? That's right, baseball sniper. I see it. Zach Nito. Nick Madrigal looking baseball ready. Cole Reagans. Hunter Greeny. Nolan Jones. Ryan Weathers with his locks of love for Bienvenidos a Miami. Alan Winans. Ooh. How about the crime dog? Mr. Fred McGriff, Hall of Fame legend. Sleeve that one up for you. Very cool. Gosh, I love those. That would be such a neat subset to collect. How about Old Man Yastrzemski and Orlando Cepeda from 1967? Zach Geloff, rookie for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Mr. Mike Trout and Cody Belly, your 2019 MVPs. D.L. Hall, who is no longer an Oriole. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Lucky Luciano. Julio Rodriguez, my PC for the Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. Air Jordan. Valencia. Rocchio, your World Series MVP with his annoyingly perfect teeth. Freddie Freeman. Coca-Colas. Jonathan Ornelas. Blade. Cedric. Soriano. DJ Abrams, also known as the Alien in Bo Jackson's Ballerina. Simeon, Estes, and Nick Allen. Shout out to our Puyallup Pounder, Mr. Nick Allen, my brother from another mother. Nice way to end round number 1. You know we got to sleeve up that crime dog. Those are so neat. Shout out to the Hall of Fame legend. Got to sleeve up that George, too. Good morning, my dear friends. Oh, my Lanta, we're already up to 20,000 likes over here on TikTok this morning. Damn. Y'all are a bunch of screen beating, junk wax loving, positive, terrific Tuesday having legends. And I appreciate you so damn much. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. All right, legends, round number 2. And this is for Chef Vinny. Good luck, Chef Vinny. Did anybody have anything exciting or new happen over the weekend to speak of? I would love to hear about it. I got to live vicariously for all of you. Because you know myself and Mrs. Junkwax spent the weekend sorting and packing and doing cards. Thank you so much, Dutchie. Appreciate that, brother. The G-Bro, good morning. Mr. Billingsley, great to see you, Brent. No Swint. Brent. Okie dokie. Round number 2. And we start off with your World Series for the Diamondbacks. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Somebody bang a trash can for Bubba from Jeremy Pena. Will Smith. Adamas. Vidal Sassoon. Ruhahan. Good morning, Colin. Great to see you again, my dude. How you doing this morning, buddy? Ryan Woo! For our Seattle Mariners. Francisco Lindor. For the Fightin' Phillies on the highlights. Mr. Craig Kimbrell. Soderstrom. Hermine. Shohei Ohtani-san. Beautiful. Aw, Kevin O'Brien. I love the positivity this morning, my man. Shout out to Mama Connie. Hell yeah, brother. I love it. Thank you for sharing. And good morning to Mr. Niall Darcy, my brother from across the pond in Dublin. How was your weekend there, Niall? Jordan Lawler. Go Braves. There you go, Mr. Billingsley. How about the different kind of short print, Jose Altuve and Mikey Stanton, your 2017 MVPs? Mr. Dane Myers. Evan Kata. How about your 1994 MVPs? The Big Hurt and old Buff Bagwell. Big Papa Pump. The Big Bad Booty Daddy. I love that news this morning. Thank you so much, Kevin O'Brien. Hit me in the feels over here this morning, my brother. Love you, buddy. Yes, you did, Dutchie. You got your very first Nate Diaz over the weekend, my man. And there's a lot more where those came from, by the way. Reese Lightning, Mr. Hatcher. That is extremely kind of you to say, buddy. Thank you so much, and it's great to see you this morning, bro. He's got the juice. Tatis on the New Age Performers. How about your 2009 MVPs? Joe Mauer and the man, the myth, the pool hose for our St. Lunatics. Shout out to Jeffro. Hunter Brown. Spencer Barry Horowitz. Byron Buxton. Grisham with a luscious lip curtain. That thing could hide small rodents for quite a few days without even noticing. Speaking of luscious lip curtains, that is back-to-back dastardly dirt squirrels. Spencer Strider. George Springer. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor. Max Fried with the same exact look that Mrs. Junkwax gives me when we walk past the card aisle in Target. Sheesh. We got somebody hidden there with a camera, I think. Walker Bueller. The Degrominator on the blue Schmeckel. Al Schwarber. JP Sears. Dookie. Outman. Enrique Hernandez for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mr. Koba. Steely Dan. Shout out to Bryant. Oh, hell yeah. How about a Julio Rodriguez on the throwback parallel? That is sick. And I am peanut butter and jealous. Let's leave that one up for Chef Vinny. Aw, thank you, Mike Green. I do my damnedest, brother. Glad you were here this morning, my good man. Sorry, Favre. You gotta go. All right, let's finish strong here, legends. We have a Joe Morgan on the finest flashbacks. Heritage flashback, excuse me. Mr. Josh Donaldson and Bryce Happa from 2015. Hard to believe that was over 10 years ago. Colin Drops Bomb says, Rise is a lightning god? Rise is a lightning god? Gonna have to help me out on that one, my man. If you're talking about Julio in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena, he is called the Lightning Rod. Yes, I believe so. I think that if that's what you're talking about, my man. He caught Glitter Dad, good morning. That's right, my brother. I love it. I love that you know who that is. How about Josh Young? Colin Selby. Shout out to Colin. Geraldo Rivera Perdomo. Give me a hell yeah in the chat, my friends, if you remember when Geraldo Rivera got his nose broke live on national television. Andrew Heaney. I agree, Kirk Rylance. That's right. Mr. Selby. That's right. Jose Cuas. Shout out to Arturo. His PC. Mr. Seeger. Shout out to Daniel Gates. Good morning to my Pacific Northwest pal Richard over there on YouTube. Great to see you this morning, my brother. How we doing? All rise. Mr. Aaron Judge. The Electric Boogaloo. Good morning, my man. That's right, some luscious lip curtains all around. And Macho Danny Savage.
Oh, yeah.
My brother from another mother. How we doing, Mr. Maloney? Thank you so much for the beautiful TikTok gifts. I appreciate you so much, good sir. Mikey Stanton. A little BDLC. Brian De La Cruz. Doogie Howser. Arturo. Indeed, my brother. Perfect timing. Great to see you, buddy. Brett Rooker. Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we're getting the entire fam damly up in here, and it is wonderful to see you this morning, everybody. Hell yeah. JD Martinez. Seth Hawkinalugo. Good morning, Danny. Casey Schmidt. Alcantara. Marlowe. The Therminator. On the throwback heritage, Mr. Thurman Munson for the pinstripes. Nice. The Ginger Binger, Mr. Brandon Marsh. Angel Felipe. Clay Holmes. Matty Ice. The Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino. Coco. Juan Soto. On the Relic. And that is a game-used memorabilia for the San Diego Padres. Nice one. Leaving that one up for you. Mr. Louis Garcia. Luis Matos. And Doogie Howser. Back-to-back Luisas and a Doogie. Finishing off the base packs. Outstanding. Let's get into our last two for Chef Vinny. And then we're going to refresh that shop real quick. Shu B, thank you for smacking the follow button. Welcome to the family. And I appreciate you sharing out my live, you big sweetie. Good morning. Yachi. Absolutely blowing me up with my favorite gift of all time. How dare you, my friend? I love those tiny dinies. Thank you so, so much. And folks, we're sitting at 10 out of 100 on that tiny diny goal this morning. What you doing in my waters?
Come on, Craig.
Mr. Drew Waters. Emmanuel Juan Valdez. Isbel Hernandez. Jamer. Chris Bassett. The Martian, rookie. Jenny McCarthy's son. Just kidding. Jake McCarthy. Darren Duran. Sal and his free licks. The Brew Crew. Aaron Paris rookie. Andy Rodriguez. Joe Ryan. Brandon Williamson. Mr. Hand. Brad Hand. He is the hand of the king. Tyler Wells. Julio Pablo Martinez. Mr. Joe Morgan and Juan Soto on the Then and Now from 1975. Why am I saying Whit? Weird. Whit Merrifield. Will Whip. Will Wheaton. And Jose Ramirez, last but not least, on the Schmeckel. Fun little box there for you, Chef Vinny. Allow me just a moment here, folks. We got to sleeve up a couple of these beautiful cards. Well, good morning, Riley. Welcome back, also known as You Never Know Eva. Good to see you this morning, buddy. Oh, you went and saw Creed the other week. Unreal show. That's awesome, buddy. Shout out to Scott Steppa. Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see? Gotta love some Creed, my man. So actually, fun fact, I actually have a little bit of a connection to that band. One of my acquaintances from Spokane, Washington, his name is Mr. Miles Kennedy. I have known that fella for the better part of 15 years, 20 years-ish. About the same time I've known Mr. Jimmy Nuge, because Jimmy knows him also. And Miles actually got the gig to start a new band with all the members of Creed, and it's called Alter Bridge. You guys should hear it. It's pretty good. Miles is ridiculously gifted. That guy can sing his ass off. If I was like an eighth as good as he was, I'd be rich. Good morning to the username. How are you, buddy? Great to see you over here on TikTok. All right, folks. Allow me just a moment here. We need to refresh that shop real quick, and then we're going to get into another box for Chef Vinny. Excuse me. Oh, hell yeah. I see you, Mr. Griffin, and Niall Darcy, my Dublin brother, taking a 24-25 Panini Donruss soccer pack ×2. Why, thank you, Niall. That's right, Corey Bader. Aren't they good? I agree. Love me some Alter Bridge. Username. I am rich in spirit, my man. You're absolutely right. That's correct. Let me grab those packs for you real quick, Niall. Thank you, as always, for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com. There you go, my brother. You are in the queue, Niall. And with the way people are not here this morning, you might be up pretty quick. But as always, my friends, I'm not throwing any shade. It is totally okay if we let things marinate until tonight. I think that's what's going on. We had some people that made some purchases over the weekend, and they probably will not be here until tonight. And that is always 1,000% okay. No big. Good morning to our favorite Schmidt head. How you doing, Randy? Always good to see you this morning, my man. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. Alrighty, next, Mr. Griffin. Stewie's cousin. One of our marvelous massholes. Taking spot number 24 in Panini Prizm. Thank you so much, Mr. Griffin. First break magic. I sincerely hope I find you something juicy, my dude. First break magic has happened more times than I can even count here on this channel. Let's see if we can't do it again. Excuse me. Okie dokie. We are current up there in the shop legends. Let's get right back to it. Shout out to Chef Vinny. And we're going to some 2023 Bowman Platinum. I agree, Richard. You are correct. Shout out to Mr. Mark Tremonti. Macho Danny Savage says Alter Bridge does the theme song for Edge and the Judgment Day. Really? That's so cool. I did not know that, buddy. Appreciate that. Learn something new every day. Good luck, Chef Vinny. What I do know, though, is my buddy Miles got to go on tour with Slash for like a whole year and a half. So if you guys have not looked up Miles Kennedy with Slash, pretty damn good. I forget what they called themselves, but they have some amazing songs out there too. So feel free to go YouTube, Miles Kennedy and Slash. You'll thank me later. Empty box. My favorite Alter Bridge song is probably Blackbird. You go listen to that. That one's a banger. Long song, though. All right, let's do it. I think that's the song I want played at my funeral someday. Blackbird by Alter Bridge. A good one. Hit you in the feels. Make sure you're in a good mood for that one. Because that would bring it down if you're not. Wonderful song, though. Oh, gotcha, Macho Danny Savage. Roger that, my friend. I was going to say, like T2 Judgment Day? Thank you, Jim Cos. I appreciate the empathy there, my man. I agree. Oh, you know it, Bobby Viles. Shout out to Slash. Nice, Corey Bader. Very nice. So, fun fact, I don't know if I've told you this before, but shout out to Fallout Boy. Actually, back in the day, back in like 2005, I worked at a bank. Okay, it was just after I got out of the Army, and I was working at a bank inside of a grocery store. Inside of that grocery store was also a Starbucks. There was 2 little gals that worked at the Starbucks, and we became friends. Well, those little gals won an MTV contest, and they got to have Fall Out Boy come play a concert in their living room. And I was there. There was like 20 of us crowded into a living room. And Fall Out Boy. And a whole bunch of cameras. It was magnificent. It was a great time. I'm not a huge Fall Out Boy fan, but that was pretty fun. We're going down. All right, let's go. Leo Verpaguero for the Pirates. That is correct, Mikey 1. Yep. Jordan Sprinkle. Reggie Crawford on the Precious Elements. Why, thank you, Dutchie. Burley Burleson for the Cardinals. Shout out to old Jeffro. Libertori. Thank you, Jeffro. Speaking of Jeffro. Garcia. Shout out to Lupe y Maria. 1/3 of the brothers Naylor. Oh, Naylor. On the parallel rookie for the Clevelanders. I'm sure there is Macho Danny Savage. Corey Seager. Shout out to our buddy Mr. Daniel Gates. Our not-so-sinister Gates. Coca-Colas for the White Sox. The Degrominator. Juan Bin Cho. Chucking some lumber for our St. Lunatics. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, Chef Vinny. Always happy to find an autograph where autographs are not guaranteed. Shout out to my Canadian cousins, Mr. Russell, Mr. Allen, the Jasons, Manuel Beltre, a talented Torontoan. Oh, wow, Riley. Do I even want to know how that happened? Shout out to Ja Rule. And the Fire Festival. On the stand he goes. All right, we got a Francisco for the Mets. Jazz Chisholm Jr., my PC for the Marlins. Landon Sims. How about a little Morning Wood? James Wood for the Nationals on the new money. Torkelson, also known as Torque in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Hunter Brown. Daniel Montesino for San Diego. D.L. Hall on the parallel, who is no longer an Oriole. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Ezekiel Tovar. Tyler Freeman. Luis Robert, also known as Pantera in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Well, good morning, Jonesy. How is my brother from another mother this morning? Damn good to see you, my man. Ryan Ritter. Renowned rookies. Michael Harris. Acuna Matata, back-to-back Braves. Ohapi. Orale Bateau. Justin Boyd. Jackson Holiday. On the Schmeckel parallel. And your 2023 Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. Finishing that one off for you. Nice one, Chef Vinny. Leaving up the Corbin. And we're down to one last pack. Good luck, Chef Vinny. I agree, Niall Darcy. I'm so with you. Shout out to Mr. Dave Chappelle, excuse me. Mr. Jordan Walker, rookie for our St. Lunatics. Shout out to Jeffro. Matt Walnut for Minnesota. Angel Janot, Bubba Chandler for the Pirates. And Oscar Max Meyer for the Marlins. Finishing that one off for Chef Vinny. Nice first box. All right, legends. This is his penultimate box. And then we're going to finish with one more box of Old Bowman Platinum. Good luck to Chef Vinny. Excuse me. Mr. Montañez, buenos dias, my man. Good morning. All right. Here we go. Shout out to Ja Rule. What do I think about you? I'm so tired of being lonely. Baby girl, put it on me. On me. I used to have that on burned CDs back in high school. Shout out to Napster and BearShare and LimeWire. You know it, Dutchie. What do I think about you? Empty box there, Chef Vinny. Pack number 4 to the side because it is Tradicion. Let's go. Neil Kazaa. Yes, sir. Absolutely right. Have that one too. You know it, Mikey won. Oh, I love it, Brian Smith. I think, gosh, I can't remember what mine had on it. It said like year 2000 mega mix or something like that. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Mr. I7 Cards, excuse me, has a question.
Oh, yeah. What kind of a question you want to ask her?
He says, can I use you to get a card graded, Dalen? Of course you can, my friend. And I appreciate you asking. So all you have to do, if you would like a card graded, if you're going to send it in to me, I will ask you to please not pay for the pre-grading or grading until I actually get it in my hot little mitts. So the standard operating procedure on what to do. You have to shoot an email to support@junkwaxvintage.com. That goes straight to Mrs. Junkwax. Let us know what cards or card you are sending. And then as soon as we get that in our hands here in the studios, we'll shoot you an email letting you know we received it. And then that's the point where you can head on over to junkwaxvintage.com and snag the grading or pre-grading. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much to I7 and welcome. Glad to have you. Oh, there you go, Corey Bader. I love it so much. I7, welcome to the family, my man, and you are so welcome. Thank you. Happy to do it. We actually have a submission going off here in just a couple of weeks. All right, we start off with an Andy Rodriguez, little Erod. Ronnie Mauricio. Quarbs for the Fighting Phillies. Justin Bieber on the Ray Wave. Shout out to Mr. Tim Hudson. Conforto on the Refractor for the Gigantes. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Excuse me. Little Jackson Holiday on the X-Fractor rookie for the Orioles. Shout out to Mr. Ryan Bruns and Uncle Moosey. Alan Winans. Alake Snell. Hey, Oscar. Hernandez for the Trolley Dodgers. Chucking some lumber. Your 2024 Home Run Derby champ. Luis Robert on the All-Etch. Alika Williams. Speedy Gonzalez back-to-back Pirates on the X-Fractor. Mr. Barry Horowitz. Burt Reynolds, good morning, my man. Always driving a Pontiac. Mr. Mickey Moniac. I'll see myself out. Adley Rushman. Jordan Walker, shout out to Jeff Rowe. Sonny Gray, back-to-back Cardinals. Alazovic on the X-Fractor for Minnesota. Lawrence Butler. Candelario. Taj Bradley. Andrew B. Nintendo. Luis Matos. Januel. Elias Diaz for the Rockies. Jeremy Pena. Nathan Ear. Ovaldi. Nathan Lau. Oh my Lanta.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Chef Vinny. You win this morning, my good man. Damn. Sorry, folks. Had to fix some TikTok there. Beautiful. Congratulations on the Ultraviolet R-Star Case Hit Super Short Print. Beautiful. Chef Vinny. My man. I know Corey Bader. I know it. That is our very first Ultraviolet All-Star of 2024 Topps Chrome. Believe it or not, we pulled quite a few of them in the year before. And that one, of course, is green, numbered to 99. 21 out of 99 there for Chef Vinny on the numbered case hit. Beautiful. Shout out to Mr. Esposito, our awesome Arizonan. Mr. Esposito, he says, that is amazing. Corbin is your PC. Love it. You and Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko both. We got a couple of Corbin Carroll PCers in the family. Congratulations, buddy. That is sick. And of course, that is a 55-point Junk Wax Vintage top loader. Shameless plug. What a few rips for Chef Vinny this morning. Wonderful way to start our week. Justin Martinez on the X-Fractor rookie. Geloff, Hawken Lugo, CJ Abrams, Julio Rodriguez on the 1989 throwback refractor for my Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. Kyron Paris rookie on the X-Fractor, and Heston Kjerstad for those Orioles on the X-Fractor. One last pack for Chef Vinny, and then we're getting into our last box of 2023 Bowman Platinum. Good luck, Chef Vinny. I agree, Calvin. You are correct, my man. And thank you for speaking up for the very first time over here on Twitch. Welcome to the family, my dude. All right, we have a Jordan Lawler, Gomez, Cody Belly, Bryce Hampa on the Strokes Refractor, Orale Vato on the Prizm Refractor for the Blue Jays, and Johan Rojas, last but not least for those fighting Phillies. I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Shout out to my fighting Phillies fanatics. My dear friends, my family, can I ask you to do me a solid? Can we get that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome for Calvin over here on Twitch? Great to have you over here, buddy. Thank you. And I appreciate the positivity, my man. All right.
One down, one to go.
Last box for Chef Vinny. Excuse me. And do we have a Chase Stavanovich in the house by chance this morning? Chaser, are you here? Good luck. As always, my dear friends, you are absolutely invited to head on over to junkwaxvintage.com. If you want to snag something down for yourself this morning, I will share with you, legends, my wife and I, Mrs. Junkwax, my much better half, she does all of our purchasing, and we have a delicious wall of wax right here to my left. We pride ourselves in having the biggest selection that you're going to find pretty much anywhere. So feel free to go check that out, folks. You're more than welcome to create yourself an account at junkwaxvintage.com. It is absolutely free. Blair Johnson, have I pulled any cool stuff out of the 52 tops? Oh, are you talking about the Naturel? Topps Naturel. And yes, we have, my man. We have found some magnificent cards out of that set. You betcha. Empty box. Sorry about that, my friend. That would caught me off guard. I was like, what? 1952 Topps? When did I rip into that? But now I know what you're talking about. Sorry about that, buddy. I think you're talking about the Topps Naturel. That is the 1952 design. That is correct. I see you there, Beaner Siegel. That's correct. What a weekend, right? All right, pack number 4 to the side. And Mr. Russell, are you in the queue? That is a great question, my friend. Let's refresh that shop real quick. I was trying to wait till we got through this rip to do so, but that's okay. Mr. Allen, I see a break spot, my friend. Give me just a moment here, folks. Okie dokie. So, Mr. Allen, I am not seeing anything in here, my friend. I see the last rip and ship purchase that you made was on the 5th, and that was 3 packs of Score a Treat Football. And then I do see the break spot that you purchased, my man. Oh, gotcha, Jason. I thought I ripped those for you, but maybe not. Did we not rip those down on the 5th? Because typically I have them waiting here for you, if not. But we can make that work for you, Jason. No sweat, buddy. And Neil, I sincerely appreciate you smacking Calvin with that free 1-month subscription. Hey, Cal, welcome to the family, brother, officially. Gotcha, Jason. Yep. I am almost positive I did, my man, like 99.9%. But what I will do, Jason Allen, is after the show this morning, my brother, I'll go down there and look at the pile that we have for you. I'll double check that those are in there, and if they're not, then we'll pull those out and we'll rip them tonight. Deal? Sound good? Thank you, good sir. Mr. Carosella, good morning, Adam. Go Dogs, welcome back, buddy. Great to see my Husky fan in the family. Shout out to the purple and gold. Oh, no worries, Jason Allen. You're totally fine, my man. No sweat. And you are very welcome, Calvin. Great to have you, brother. I appreciate the positivity this morning, buddy. As I have said almost every single day, and I will say it again, I never apologize for the redundancy. I am absolutely convinced, my friends, that we have the best group of gem, mint, and human beings in all of the card hobby right here in the JWVCC. And folks, that has absolutely 0% to do with me and everything to do with you. So thank you so much for being a part of this crew. Thank you so much for starting the day the right way. Some of you for over the last 4 years. And folks, after you've come to over 100 shows, you are no longer friends. You're part of the family. So thank you to each and every one of you for making this community what it is. Wouldn't be able to do it without each and every one of you. And that's a fact. All right, Mr. Garrett Mitchell for the Brew Crew. Gotta love some TikTok. Boba Fett. Papa Rippin', thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money, my friend. Buenos dias, Kobe Luna. E bueno verte, señor. ¿Cómo está esta mañana? Eaton Palette. Bird Collectibles, I am not, but I appreciate you asking. I mean, everything has a price. So the price on that Griffey is $5,000. Is it worth that? Absolutely not. But I also don't want to sell it. So if somebody wants to buy it out from underneath me, they can absolutely do so. I appreciate you asking, Mr. Bird Collectibles. Welcome to the family, my dude. Arriba, Parazza. The Polar Bear. On the Contreras. Good morning, Miss Melody. Excellent to see Melly P in the house this terrific Tuesday morning. Domo Arigato, Frank Mozzicato. Renowned rookies, Michael Harris. Aw, thank you, Papa Rippin'. I appreciate you saying that, my man. Great to see you as always, buddy. Happy Tuesday. Jordan Diaz. Some Bryce Happa, as my Boston brethren would say. I hope so, Jeff Hansen. Henry Bolte. Mr. Nick Nolte. Drew Thorpe on the Schmeckle. He's got the juice. Tatis. Burley Burleson for the Cardinals. Vientos. Arenado. Ivan Melendez. Reese Lightning for the Fightin' Phillies on the Schmeckle. Oh, you know it, Kobe Luna. Usabes way. Coca-Colas for the White Sox. Good morning to Scotty Too Hottie Trianfi. Great to see you, the Mitten Man. The Mitten Man. How are you this morning, my brother? Anthony Volpe, rookie. Denzer Guzman. Kumar Rocker. And that one is numbered to 99 on the Precious Elements. Nice one. Another one for Chef Vinny. What a rip this morning for that fella. Good morning, Billy Casper. How is my favorite Casper doing on this Tuesday? Shout out to you and Caleb. On the stand he goes. How about Mr. Oscar Max Meyer? Michael Harris, so nice he got him twice. Cedon Rafaela, who had a wonderful catch over the weekend. Mr. Martorella for San Diego on the Schmeckle. Mr. Janap, good morning, Eric. Great to see you, buddy. Spencer Torkelson. Ezekiel Tovar. The Mushroom. Mr. Christopher Morel. Shout out to Sam Shope, his PC. One half of the Brothers Young. Ezekiel Tovar for the Rockies on the New Money, rookie. And last but not least, Tyler Freeman for our Cleveland Guardians. Shout out to Mr. Tim Hudson, our resident Guardian fanatic. All right, legends.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for old Chef Vinny. So, Chef Vinny, if you're still watching this replay, my friend, thank you again for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com, giving the fam damly some eye candy this morning. Last pack magic, and we start off with an all-rise Aaron Judge. Hayden Wallace. Cam Collier for the WKRP and Cincinnati Reds. And last but not least, shout out to Mr. Daniel Gates, our Corey Seager collector in the family. Beautiful. Well, damn, brother. Not too shabby at all there, Chef Vinny. Number to 99 on the case hit super short print ultraviolet all-star Corbin Carroll. The Julio parallel, I Am Partial. Manuel Beltre on the autograph. And Kumar Rocker. Also numbered to 99. Beautiful. There you go, Chef Vinny. Heck of a first family rip of the morning, eh? Allow me just a moment to make a name tag for that fella. Mr. Jeff Hansen says, hey D, do you happen to be getting any of the Cactus Jack WWE cards? We have been looking at them, but they are obscenely priced, my friend. Have you seen how much those are, Jeff Hansen? By chance? They are obscenely priced. Last I checked, anyway. So if we can find some of those at any kind of a decent price, absolutely. We would love to. But it's tough to do a break with a box that's like $3,000. You know what I mean? That's a tough one. So I always try to snag things that are advantageous for the family, but it's tough to get into some of those. Uncle Smitty, we did get our very first box of Bob Ross, yes sir, and it was only $850 a box. I will always be transparent with you, my friends. That one's a doozy. So we do have that one's going to be in a mixer probably coming up this week. We will have some Bob Ross this week. Good morning, Mikey1 over on TikTok. Love having you over here, my brother. Thank you. Moderator extraordinaire. Beautiful. All right. That's right, Corey Bader. I know. They only went up by like 225%. No big deal. Yeah, they're really expensive. That's right, Wyatt. We love that Bob Ross. Love it so much. Gotta be transparent with you, though. The thought did cross my mind. Put that box up in my closet and forget about it. But you know that's not what we do here. I'm all about the family, and I'm all about hooking you guys up with the sweetest products we can find. So we are going to run that Bob Ross. Alrighty, legends. Let me refresh that shop one more time. See where we're at here. And shout out one more time to Chase Stavanovich. Are you here this morning, buddy? Jose Santos Jr. Are you here this morning by chance? James Vallejo. Aaron O'Neill. And if none of those people are here, then we're moving on to Niall Darcy. Steely Dan, good morning, brother. Excuse me. And Bryant. I do have a little something here for you, good sir. You want to go provisions hunting? I think these are left over from Saturday night, if my memory serves me correctly. Correct. Yep. Nailed it. So, Steely Dan, let's move on to you, and then we will do Mr. Niall Darcy, if that's okay. Sean Chappell, good morning, my man. You're going home sick today, Mr. Chappell. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you feel better very soon, and I hope we can take your mind off it for a couple of minutes, my man. Great to see you this morning, Sean. And RC, my dude, great to see you as always. Happy Tuesday. Cannot thank you enough for the beautiful heart. I heart you right back, you legend. All right, Steely Dan. You know we got to pull that pack number 4 to the side because it is tradición. Good luck. We're going provisions hunting, my friends. See if we can't find another MJ. Oh, and by the way, folks, over the weekend, I was able to snag another box of this product. So we now have 2 more boxes waiting in the wings. Good morning, Kyle Dana. How you doing, legend? Top of the Tuesday to you, my man. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my dear friends. Happy Tuesday morning. We have a very, very big week ahead of us this week, my friends. Just a heads up. All right, starting off with old Travis Mays. Shout out to Billy Mays. Magic Johnson. Rod Strickland for San Antonio. Crazy Dave, good morning, my man. Don Nelson. Jerome Kersey for Rip City. Shout out to Richard. How about clapping them Maurice Cheeks for the Knicks? Knickerbockers. Armin Gilliam with BJ Armstrong co-starring. Larry Smith. Perennial All-Star Mr. Joe Dumars. Johnny Battle, Lionel Simmons, Horny Hornacek with those short shorts for Arizona, Willie Burton, the Hick from French Lick, Mr. Larry Bird, Benoit Benjamin, old double aught for my now defunct Seattle Supersonics, Brian Smith, you rock my face off, thank you, buddy. Harry Porter. Oh, thank you, Joshua. Well, you're in the right place, my man. Rolando Blackman. Oh, hell yeah. How about some Michael Jordan? Beautiful. Just leaving that one up for you. Earl Bailey with Scottie Pippen co-starring. Rumiel Robinson. Eric Floyd. Your 1991 All-Star Game with MJ, Magic, the Admiral, Patrick Ewing, and Dikembe Mutombo co-starring In the House of Mutombo. Rest in peace to Dikembe Mutombo. Danny Manning. Reggie Lewis. Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you remember those old school Nike Dikembe Mutombo commercials. Those were fun. In the House of Mutombo. Mark Aguirre. King of the Valley, Mr. James Worthy. Detlef Schrempf, another former Seattle Supersonic. What You Talking About, Kevin Willis. Thank you, Josh. James Edwards, handling his Fu Man Rick Shoe. Thank you, Brian Smith. D. Brown. Rory Sparrow. AJ. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. There you go, Greg, for your awesome Arizonans. The Shermanator, Mr. Sherman Douglas. Poppy Cholo from the Philippines. Good morning, my man. How you doing? Rex Chapman. How about the Adventures of Pooh? Richardson. Clyde the Glide. Shout out to Richard. Byron Scott. Marcus Liberty. Mr. Knight. Harry Cummings. Tyrone Corbin. Billy Cartwright. Olden Polynice. Another former Seattle Supersonic. I'm gonna sick my dog on old Jack Sigma. Another all-star game with Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Clyde the Glide, co-starring. Scotty Too Hottie Skiles. Mark Price. Reggie Miller. The Round Mound of Rebound. Mr. Charles Barkley. That is not terrible, man. Terrible. Tommy Tolbert. Some double T. And we're not talking about Bubba. Mr. Trevor Taylor. Randy White. Ron Hampa. Buck Williams. Vernell Coles, Kenny Smith, and Big Sam Bowie. Finishing those off for you. Couple of sleevers here for you, my friend. We're going to sleeve up the Hick from French Lick. And we're also going to sleeve up that MJ for you. Believe it or not, this MJ in a PSA 10 slab can be semi-valuable. And that one's looking pretty decent there, my friend.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Bryant. I know, brother. That MJ I pulled for you the other day was pretty sick, too. You're right. We have found some beautiful cards together, you and I, Steely Dan. And this is still just the beginning, my friend. We have a long way to go. All right, we start off with a Kevin Lowry. Some Cotton Fitzsimmons. Michael Jordan, so nice you got him twice. Beautiful. It does not look like we have a Provisions in here, but we did find two Michael Jordans. Nothing to shake a stick at. How about back-to-back legends with Patrick Ewing, Bob Weiss, Chris Ford with that luscious lip curtain, Vlade Divac, Oswell, Checklist, Paul Pressey with Mr. Chris Mullen, Watching in Shock, Jeff Malone, Trent Tucker, Michael Jordan, so nice you got him thrice. Are you kidding me? Bro, there is 3 Michael Jordans in this set, and you just got all of them. Hell yeah. And then Ricky Pierce, last but not least. Holy hat trick, Batman. I think that's a first. I don't think we have ever pulled 3 Michael Jordans for one person in one rip. Especially only 5 packs. That's amazing. Congratulations, Steely Dan. Beautiful. The Jordan's so nice, He got him thrice. Shout out to the artist in the ambulance. That's right, Onward. There you go, my man. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan. Way to set a record there, Steely Dan. And old Legend Larry rounding us out. Gotta love it, brother. Congratulations, Bryant. Heck of a first rip, my man, of the week. And those are going in your pile, my brother. Sorry, my friends, little spot of housekeeping there, gosh dang it. Stepping on wrappers down here. All right, my dear friends, Mr. Niall Darcy, my brother from across the pond in Dublin, Ireland. Are you ready? Let's get into some good old football this morning. My man, thank you so much for your patience, Niall. Good luck, brother. Another gentleman that has been here for a very, very long time. And him and I have found some beautiful cards together. Thank you, Niall. All right, starting out with an Ollie Watkins. Shout out to Ollie, our brother from Down Under. Johnny Cardoso. Jae Sung Lee. John Lukumi. Darwin Nunez. Jamal Musiala. Marc-Andre ter Stegen from Germany. Bernardo Silva. We actually just got back a Bernardo Silva autograph numbered to 10, and it came back, I think, a 9-10 on the dual autograph for Mr. Brandon Daigle. Warren Zaire Emery. Antoine Griezmann. Katerina Macario. It's a lady. Manuel Ugarte. Mr. Bartley, welcome back, my brother. Marcos Acuna. Ronald's cousin. Rice removed. Just kidding. Giacomo Raspadori. Jude Bellingham from across the pond. Declan Rice on the Optic Preview. Ariel Atunya. Jaden Cho. Ismail Assar on the Cracked Ice from Senegal. Strahina Pavlovic on the beautiful parallel. Gosh, those are neat. Johan Mojica on the Craftsman from Colombia. Sophia Smith on the Net Marvels from the USA. Beautiful. How about Connor Gallagher on the Pitch Kings? Maximiliano Arujo and Valentin Barcode. Finishing that one off, de Argentina. Excellent. Oh no, Jeffro. Aw, Mr. Niall Darcy. My brother from another mother. Folks, I must give credit where credit is due. Mr. Niall, who we're ripping for right this second, just smack that resub button for the 19th month. Prime style.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Cannot thank you enough, Niall. Much love to you, my brother. And I cannot hardly wait until I'm able to come over and visit you in Ireland. Because that day's coming. I hear there's a pretty cool card show there in Ireland. Putting together a travel budget for 2026, 2027. That would be rad. Hey, Joshua, if you're taking off this morning, my man, thank you for starting the morning the right way. We do this almost every single morning, Josh. So feel free to come back and hang with us, my man. And we will be back here tonight also. Same junk time, same junk channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I would love to see you then, my man. Have a magnificent remainder of your day, Josh, and hope to see you later, brother. Welcome to the family, Mr. Harney. Glad to have you, buddy. Ryan Rose, good morning, my brother. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Top of the morning to you, bro. All right, we have a Johnny Cardoso. So nice, you got him twice. Jae Sung Lee, Lukumi, Nunez, Molina, Mr. Fulkrug, Shout out to Joey Krug. He's not a half Krug, he's a full Krug. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, on this terrific Tuesday morning from right here in Austin, Texas, you absolute legends have started another beautiful As always, my friends, if we take this hype train to an absolutely amazing hype train level 6, we get to give away a Junk Wax Vintage Hitbox this morning. I would love to do a moose race this morning, my dear friends. Threaten me with a good time. All we got to do is take it to that level 6, and we are already on hype train level 1, about halfway there. Let's go. Cannot thank you enough, you legends. How about the guy so nice they only named him once? Bettina. Funky Cold Bettina. Shout out to Tone Loke. Ooh, I think we know this gentleman. Handsome son of a gun. How about some Ronaldo? Theo Hernandez. Jaden Show. Giacomo Raspadori. Jude Bellingham. Malik Tillman. Shout out to Pat Tillman. Carlos Rodriguez de Mexico. Nicholas Otamendi on your Optic Preview de Argentina. Bernardo Silva de Portugal, the man. Warren Zaire Emery. Amara Diouf from Senegal. Martin Odegaard from Norway on the cracked ice. Christian Pulisic from the USA on the beautiful parallel. Gosh, those are sick. Olarin Balogun on the Net Marvels. Shumeni on the Crunch Time. Hitch Kings, Rookie Kings. Yager Gager Asperilla. Rookie. Seydou Seno and Alexander Pavlovich from Germany, from 1-2-3. Finishing that one off for you, buddy. I love it, Wyatt. Thank you for putting that in the chat there, buddy. Gotta love the bot commands. Thank you, Mikey1. You rock my face off, my brother. Hey, Niall Darcy, it is always my pleasure, my friend. Thank you, sir. Much love to you, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my dastardly Dubliner, Mr. Niall Darcy. I love that dude. That's right, Dutchie. There you go, Victor Lopez, my man. Some German. Some 1-2-3. All right, legends. So it looks like we're at Hype Train level 1, 31% on that Hype Train. As always, my dear friends, if that Hype Train needs to pull into the station, I am nothing but grateful. Always. So never any hard feelings if we don't make it to that level 6. But as always, my dear friends, I'm just trying to hook you guys up with some sweet, sweet slabs. And as always, I have refreshed those Junk Wax Vintage Hitboxes. And there's some serious juice in there, my dear friends. I cannot hardly wait to see what you find in those boxes. Mr. Zim. Bro, that is very, very kind of you to say, and you're hit me in the feels over here, my man. Thank you. Very glad you're here this morning, buddy. Mr. Juvenile Dominic says, can I ask Dalen what type of camera do you use to stream? It's always so clean. Thank you, my man. We've worked very hard at it. I appreciate you saying that, brother. So I use 2 cameras. This camera, the one that my hand is in front of, is a Canon EOS R. And then this camera is a Sony A6400. 2 mirrorless DSLR cameras. I appreciate you asking, Dominic. Good morning, my friend. How was your weekend, bro? All right, homies. Let's refresh that shop real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Do we have an Aaron O'Neal, Chase Tavanovich, Jose Santos Jr., James Vallejo, or Joe Thomas? Are any of you 5 gentlemen here? We do have some beautiful rips, but as always, if we need to wait on those and do those later tonight, that is 1000% okay. Mr. Neil Anthony, I know you're here this morning, you legend. Oh, Ollie, thank you so much, my good man, my brother from down under. I hope court goes well for you, buddy. Have a wonderful sleep, and I appreciate you leaving us on in the background there, my man. Thank you so much, Ollie. Love you, buddy. Ah, very cool, Victor Lopez. Nice. I wish I spoke German. That would be sick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like that hype train does pull into the station. Thank you very, very much. Mikey1. I love the bots. Aw, Mr. Zim. Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to do me a solid? Can we hit Mr. Zim with that beautiful, wonderful, warm welcome over here on Twitch? And I appreciate you making the switch, brother. I hope you like it over here. As you see, there's a bit of a different view, and I think you're going to like the chat a little bit better over here on Twitch also. Welcome to the family, my friend. Glad to have you, buddy. All right, folks. Mr. Neil Anthony, you're going to be next, and Kirk Woa. Oh, hell yeah. I see the pre-grading on that 1/1 Durangelo Synth J, my brother. Excited to get that one underneath the microscope. Thank you, Kirk Woa. And Mr. Anthony, Neil, snagging 3 beautiful hobby packs of 2022 Topps Chrome Update and 1 2022 Topps Gallery Blaster Box. Much appreciated, Neil. Let's do it, buddy. It's always a good omen when I reach in and just grab the amount of packs that we need. Thank you, card gods. All right, Neil. We're going to start with your 3 hobby packs here, buddy, and we will end. Actually, you know what? Let's do it the other way around. Let's go gallery first, then we'll end with your hobby packs. See if we can't find you an autograph. Good luck, Neil. Aw, Mr. Zim. Well, officially welcome to the family, my friend. That's right, Neil. No worries, though, bro. Never an issue. Let's see if we can't find you one of those elusive artist SPs you can find in this set. That's right, Onward. So, folks, as I have said before, and I will say it again, I am absolutely convinced that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the JWVCC. And all these warm welcomes over here just back that up. Thank you so much, you beautiful human beings. All right, pack number 4 to the side for you, Neil. Let's do it. Thank you so much, Dutchie. Appreciate the warm welcome, buddy. And Mr. Zim, what is your first name, if I may ask? I try to call everybody on first name basis over here. I see you, Cody Custer. Good morning, General Custer, my fellow Austinite. Great to see you this morning, Cody. Slowly but surely. Oh, my Lanta Wyatt. Bro. He went above and beyond this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Zim, Alex. Welcome to the family, my man. Looks like somebody hit you with a free 1-month subscription. So I apologize, Alex. Because you're no longer a part of the crew. Because you're now part of the family. Officially. Gotcha, Alex. Well, great to have you here, buddy. I see you, Onward. You are literally the only one, my man. Onward to the edge. All right, we start off with a Nicky 2 bags. And that's totally okay, Onward. Whatever makes you comfortable, my brother. Nicky 2 bags. The 3rd best pitcher, in my humble opinion, Mariano Rivera. Your 2021 Rookie of the Year on the Hollow, Jonathan India. Walker Buehler. Casey Mize. The Rocket. The Old Bull. Mr. Justin Verlander on the printer proof. Orale Vato on the portrait. The Reds. Oh, hell yeah. How about some Ken Griffey Jr.? Beautiful. Looking forward to it, Cody Custer. Thank you. Andrew Vaughn. How about the Bird Murderer? My twin brother, Mr. Randy Johnson, on the Hollow. Anthony Rizzo. Mike Pizza. Adolis. Jose Ramirez. McCormick. So back-to-back Astros printer proofs. Torkelson rookie. Andrew B. Nintendo. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. Bryce Hampa. Alfonso Rivas, rookie for the Cubbies. Hey, Alex, I totally understand when life comes first, my friend. I appreciate you being a part of the family, buddy. And as you heard, we will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you back, Alex. Welcome to the family, my friend. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Have a terrific Tuesday. I'm confident you will. How about some Brian Reynolds rap? Sam Leona. Some Cherry Beats. You know it, homie. How about Buster Posey? Shout out to Mikey the Mad Hatter, his PC. Much love right back to you, Alex. Thank you, my good man. How about Pedro Martinez? I love it, Neil. I'll grab that before we rip into your other hobby packs. How about a printer-proof Chipper Jones? Shout out to Larry. My PC, the big man, Mr. O'Neal Cruz. And a Rosa Reyna, standing on business. Finishing that one off.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, Neil. Aw. That's right, Ollie, I agree. Shout out to Onward to the Edge. And how about the Chipper so nice you got him twice? Shout out to Larry. And Balky. Jackson Kowar, rookie for the Royals. Andrew Vaughn on the printer proof. The ambassador of the Quan, Mr. Stephen Quan. And Josh Donaldson for the pinstripes, last but not least. Excellent. All right, I got to grab one more pack, my friends. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right, Neil. I do see that extra pack, my brother. Thank you so much. So now we have 4. And pack number 4 goes to the side. You nailed it, Jeffro. Thank you, good sir. And Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck. I see a beautiful purchase up here in the shop. Thank you so much. And Billy Casper. Oh, wow. Looks like you snagged a Bowman Chrome University box. Hell yeah. Why, thank you, Mr. Allen. Hey, happens to the best of us, my good man. We'll see you when you get back, brother. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate the positivity, buddy. I see you, Sean Chappell. My man. Chris Tree, thank you for smacking that follow button. Welcome to the crew. You and I both, Jeffro. Shout out to Balky Bartakamus. Some perfect strangers. All right, we start off with a Bradley Zimmer. Brian Lavastida. Josh Harrison, handling his inner day. Jake Walsh for our St. Lunatics on the purple refractor rookie. Mike Brousseau for the Brew Crew. The Ginger Binger, Mr. Brandon Marsh. Mackenzie Gore, rookie for San Diego on the Generation Now. Lavastida, so nice you got him twice on the purple rookie refractor. Thank you so much, Sean Chappell. I appreciate the kind words, my man. Teddy, good morning, brother. Great to see you as always, bud. How's our moderator extraordinaire this morning? Matty Duffy. Kyle Bradish. Ethan Roberts for the Cubbies. And some Schwarbs for the Fightin' Phillies on your purple refractor. Last pack magic for you. Good luck, Neil. That pack number 4. And then Wyatt Rodenbeck, I believe you're going to be next, my man. How about a future Hall of Famer, Mr. Poolhose? Diego Castillo. Torkelson, so nice you got him twice. Also known as Torque in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. And a rookie for the Fightin' Phillies one more time, Mr. Bryson Stott. Last but definitely not least. There you go, my brother. A beautiful way to start our Tuesday. Thank you as always, Neil. Let me put your name on these real quick, buddy. Going in your pile, Neil. All right, all right. Sorry about that, my friends. I heard my dog freaking out down there. I see it, Sean Chappell. You and I both, buddy, right? That would be magnificent. Cody Custer. This song is by The Midnight, and it is called Lost Boy by The Midnight. And just for future reference, folks, the playlist that I am using is called 80s Retro Wave on Spotify. You are more than welcome to check that out. Ollie says, absolutely love this community, Dalen. Have you ever thought of speaking for a novel? I have definitely thought about that, my man. I've actually reached out to a voice actor because I have had an overwhelming number of people, and I think a lot of you OGs have heard that. Had a lot of people tell me that I should pursue voice acting. I think they're right. So I have reached out to a professional voice actor, and it's in the works, my man. I'll definitely keep you updated on that. Thank you for saying that, brother. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. You legend. It's true, Onward. I think so. Even though I just went and got her a pup cup yesterday. Our dog got spoiled yesterday. Yeah, just a couple, right, Jeffro? Just a couple. I would never think that about myself, but we've had an overwhelming number of people say things like that, so I think I would owe it to myself to pursue that a little bit. Play that out. So, let's get right back to it, my fellow Texan, Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck, taking spot number 3 in our Panini Prizm break. Thank you, legend. Let's get you locked in here real quick. And then he also took down a 2024 Topps Chrome basketball. Is that a hanger box? Maybe. I am so sorry, brother. I'm not seeing that up here on this wall of wax. So I'm going to have to reach out to the CEO and see where that is. That's interesting. One moment, my friends. All right. While we're waiting on that one, let's get you locked in here, Wyatt. You know, I think you're right there, Corey. I think you're right, brother. But we're going to find out together on that one, my friend. We will learn together. Sean Chappell says you should write a book. I think I might be in the process of doing that right now as well, brother. I'm right there with you. I think you're right. Mr. Lukey, thank you so much for the beautiful TikTok gifts over here. And Mr. Janbeer, Ferneen. Thank you again, buddy. It's great to see you again. Happy Tuesday morning. Helping to keep this channel on the rails. One beautiful TikTok gift at a time. Thank you so much, boys. All right, Wyatt Rodenbeck, spot number 3 in Prizm. That is how we're looking on that break, folks. It is only $14 a spot, and there is plenty of spots left. There's the CEO, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, babe. I did not find it. Sorry about that. We found it. Thank you, Mrs. Junkwax. You rocked my face off twice, and then once again in the morning. That's right, sweetheart. Shout out to the CEO, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Wyatt Rodenbeck. Let's go, buddy. Let's see if we can't find you a Wemby rookie, eh? And ladies and gentlemen, it has almost been 2 hours of quality family time this morning. I am going to go ahead and call that last call, folks. Your boy's got a very busy day in front of me today. I got a whole bunch of cards I get to pre-grade today. By the way, folks, there will be some pre-grade results sent out today, I believe, also. So some of you folks that have been very, very patient waiting in the wings, it's coming. Jonesy, my man. He says, I got my first JWV package in a long time yesterday. Man, it started the itch, I think. I get it, Jonesy. It is wonderful to see you this morning, my brother. Hope all is well. Head out to you and the wives. Let's go, Mr. Wyatt Rodenbeck. Let's see if this hanger is indeed a banger. So for those of you that have been here all morning this morning, you know that we have a healthy cue to start the evening. Looks like we have about 5 people we get to rip for tonight, right off the jump. Very excited to do so. We have a Stranger Things box we're going to rip tonight. Our buddy Mr. Jose Santos Jr. snagged a whole bunch of F1. We have 5 boxes of F1 we're going to rip into tonight. Empty box there, Wyatt. I'm calling it right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a very terrific Tuesday Nitro. All right, pack number 4 to the side for you, Wyatt. Good luck. Sean Chappell, he says, I love Christmas. You and I both, sir. And it's coming right around the corner. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been an OG of this family for the last few years, you know we always do a free Christmas break for everybody in the family. We will be doing that again this year. Very, very excited to do that. It's always fun. All right, we start out with a Tim Allen. Shout out to Home Improvement. I don't think so, Tim. Split your Andrew Wiggins. Stojakovic. Bradley Beal. Jamal Murray for the Nuggies. About the Admiral, Mr. David Robinson for San Antonio. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Shout out to the Hammer. And we're not talking about Mark Coleman. Paul George. Johnny Kuminga. Siakam. Michael Porter Jr. on the Logo Fractor for the Nuggies. Ray Young on the Power Boosters Refractor. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Jawan's son, Jet Howard, rookie. Evan Fournier, Brandon Clark, and Steph Curry. Last but not least on the Round Ball Royalty Refractor. Those are pretty. That would be a cool subset to collect. All the legends in there. Well, there you go, my man. Thank you, Wyatt. I love ripping together, my brother. My fellow Texan. Leaving all those inserts up for you. Good morning, Dylan Pye. How you doing this morning, buddy? Happy Tuesday. And Sean Chappell says, if you ever come to Michigan, you should go to Bronner's in Frankenmuth. Is Bronner's a card shop? I'll have to keep that in mind, my friend. Thank you, Sean. All right, Wyatt.
One down, one to go.
It's Danny. Good morning, Senor Rendon. My Colorado cousin. Great to see you, buddy. Corey Bader says, oh my gosh, no, it's a huge Christmas store. Nice. Sean Chappell, I just heard that, my man. Bronner's is a Christmas store. Nice. Very cool, buddy. All right, last pack magic for you, Wyatt. And we start out with a Laker. Rookie Maxwell Lewis. David Thompson. Julius Randle. Old Dickie Jefferson. And the Bradley Beal So Nice, you got him twice on the orange basketball refractor. And shout out to Mr. Esposito, my awesome Arizonan, the Phoenix Suns. There you go, Mr. Esposito. All right, Wyatt. It is always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so very much for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com. I think so, Jeffro. I think so. All right, in your pile there, Wyatt. Thank you again, my brother. Absolutely terrific way to start our Tuesday morning. All right, legends. I'm going to refresh that shop for possibly the last time on this terrific Tuesday morning. Let's do it. Excuse me. Let me snag myself a little sippy. Oh, hell yeah. Mr. Neil Anthony. Holy crapola. Thank you so much, Neil. Taking down the last 2022 Gallery Blaster boxes. That is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Neil. And that is an absolutely wonderful way to end our morning this morning, my man. Mr. Anthony, for possibly the last time on this terrific Tuesday morning, we shout Grippeth. And we shout Rippeth. Good luck, Neil. I am a huge fan of 2022 Topps Gallery. Chad C. says, what do you use to do your pre-grading? I have invested in the same tools that the grading houses have, my man. Thank you for asking, Chad. So I have a very, very high-end digital microscope. I have a digital micrometer. I have a couple of different centering tools that I use. Actually, 3 different centering tools that I use. And then I use Kurt's Card Care Kit for some very, very minor repairs. Empty box, Neil. So I could get on my soapbox about this, but I will try to refrain. I have seen some other pre-graders out there, and I'm not throwing shade, but what I've seen appalls me. I have seen people using Kurt's Card Care Kit, and literally, I am not exaggerating, they are covering the entire card with wax. Like, what? That's not how you do that, homies. That's not what that's made for. You silly goose. So when you use that stuff, which I use extremely sparingly, you use like a minuscule amount. I have seen people pulling out like gobs of it and putting it on a card and like rubbing it into the card. No, you don't do that. That's right, the Irish leprechaun. That's right. They're making some new wax, right? Chad C, do I ever do it live? So I have pre-graded live before. The only issue with pre-grading live is I get through like one card in 45 minutes. Because you know me, my man. I'm always communicating with the chat, right? So it is very challenging to try to pre-grade while I'm also live. So I typically do not. Because I need to get through a whole bunch of cards. So, yeah. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that I have a heroic case of ADHD. And it's very hard for me to try to focus on those two very important things. If that makes sense. So thank you for asking, Chad. All right, Neil. Good luck, brother. That's right, Corey Bader. Kurt does lives on his Instagram. That is correct. He puts on a great show. Shout out to Kurt. That's right, Jeffro. Look, squirrel. Correct, Corey Bader. A little bit goes a very, very, very long way. That's right. That's right. Every time I see that, it's just like a total facepalm moment. I'm like, come on, man. Really? I heard somebody's like, yeah, I'm out of another thing of wax. Fun fact, my friends, I have had my Kurt's Card Care Kit for like 2.5 years. And I'm still on my first thing of wax. And I barely even have any taken out of it. That's how sparingly we use it. The real cream cheese. Good morning, my man. How are you? Always great to see you. Happy Tuesday, buddy. You're just getting into our last rip of the morning. Ollie says, I'm giving myself a faired haircut while watching you. That's awesome. Very cool, buddy. Good luck on that. I have tried to do that myself. You got to do it backwards in the mirror. It's a challenge. All right, you got a Corbin Burnson, Ozzie Smith, Master Strokes Juan Soto, Mark McGuire, Gilbert, Corey Seager on the hollow, Robin Yount, shout out to the Hammer on the printer proof, Sandy Bogarts from the Netherlands, Kirby Puckett, Cedric Mullins, Next Wave Jared Kelenic for our Seattle Mariners, Jeremy Pena, rookie for the Astros, somebody bang a trash can. You should, Chad. Kurt's Card Care Kit is legit. But just remember, my friend, little bit goes a very, very, very long way. Anthony Rendon. Billy Casper. I am so sorry about that, my brother. You will be next, my good friend. I appreciate you, Billy. Thank you, buddy. Little BDLC. Eloy Jimenez. Byron Buxton. Oh, wow. How about a Jake I Love a Burger on the green shimmer? Rookie for the White Sox. Now all we need is a Seth Beer. And we have a Breakfast of Champions. And that is 80th on print to 99. Beautiful. I see you, Brian Smith. One half of the Aaron Ashby brothers. A Gary in the streets. And a Gavin in the sheets. Piazza. Air Jordan. Shout out to Bubba. Brandon Marsh. Atreyu. Abreu. Matt Manning. Shohei Ohtani on the printer proof. Beautiful, brother. Sleeving that one up for you. Peanut butter and jealous. On the stand goes the Shohei. Ozzy Albies. And the Spaz, Mr. Shane Baz, finishing off round number 1. There you go, Neil. We're going to sleeve and top load your Jake Berger. Rookie to 99. I have got you covered, Billy Casper. Sorry about that, buddy. Excellent. All right, round number 2, Neil. And allow me just a moment, my good man. I have got you covered, Billy Casper. Looks like you might be our last rip of the morning, my brother. Thank you so much for your patience. I appreciate you, buddy. All right, round number 2, Neil. Mr. Trevor Taylor, how we doing this morning, my fellow Austinite? Big hugs, firm handshakes to Bubba. Excuse me. Mr. Dylan Pye, how we doing over here on TikTok this morning, you legend? Happy Tuesday, buddy. Little cuffing. No big deal. The Bull Riding Empire, umpire. Welcome back, my fellow bull rider. Good to see you there, brother. All right, we start off with a Connor Wong. 2 Wongs do not make a right. Mitch Haniger. The Ginger Binger. Ozzy Albies. A little BDLC. Brian De La Cruz. Brandon Crawford. That is Garrett Cole's brother-in-law. Not kidding. Big Poppy. David Ortiz. Shout out to Kobe Luna. The Spaz. Why am I saying quit? Weird. Quit Merrifield. For Alan White's Royals. Eloy Jimenez. A Gary in the streets. Johan Duran. Brandon Crawford. Strasburg. Lodolo rookie. Oh, hell yeah. How about a Julio Rodriguez on the Modern Artist rookie for my Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. There you go, my dude. Leaving that one up for you. You all know I am slightly partial to that young man. Boy Park on the printer proof for the Pirates. Pirates printer proof. Some alliteration this morning. Pedro Martinez. Pedro back to back with the Pirates printer proof. Little Yastrzemski. Brandon Dandruff. Juan Soto. Spokane's finest. Rest in peace to Mr. Ryan Sandberg. Bob Gibson. The Rocket on the printer proof. Roger Clemens. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, Neil. Again, on a box that does not normally have an autograph in it, Mr. Peyton Henry. Rookie autograph for Bienvenidos a Miami. Nice one, buddy. Leaving and top loading that one up for you. Jesse Winker from the Mariners. And luscious Lou Gehrig. Last but not least. 2 packs to go for you, Neil. Good looking autograph for that young man. All right, my brother.
1 down, 1 to go.
Last 2 packs for you, Neil. Good luck. I see you, Trevor Taylor. I love the new bot commands. Thank you so much, Mikey1. Shout out to our innovation lead. Oh, hell yeah. 2 Wongs. Literally do not make a right. We have 2 Connor Wongs. Haniger. Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Romy Gonzalez on the printer proof. Shane, the man, McClanahan. The Afro Sheen Soul Glow Drip of Mr. Eddie Murray. Look at the lamb chops. Gotta love it. Atreyu Abreu. Shout out to Falcor. Matt Manning. Christian Yelich on the hollow. Casey Mize on the printer proof. And your 2021 Rookie of the Year, Jonathan India. Last but not least. There you go, Neil. Another beautiful couple of boxes there for you, buddy. Congratulations on the Shohei Ohtani printer proof. That is magnificent. I'm going to top load that one up for you because that in a PSA 10 will be semi-valuable. And then the Berger rookie to 99 and your Peyton Henry rookie autograph. Not too shabby there, Mr. Anthony. And of course, I sleeved up that beautiful Julio for you, bud. Might want to hang on to that one. I hear he's pretty decent. Let me make myself a little note here. And then Billy Casper. How about some Bowman Chrome U football, my man? That's right. Whiskey. I see you, Bubba. Shout out to Andy Samberg. Thank you, as always, Neil. Absolutely wonderful way to start our day today, buddy. Much appreciated, Neil Anthony. All right, legends. Allow me just a moment here to keep myself honest. Yep, we are solid. The legends. This will be our final rip of this terrific Tuesday morning. I see you, Burt Reynolds. Good morning, you legend. Great to see you, Burt. How was your weekend, buddy? Big hugs and firm handshakes to Mr. Burt Reynolds. Head up to Smokey and the Bandit. All right, legends. It has been another absolutely terrific Tuesday morning right here in Austin, Texas. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for making it that way. As always, there's a magnificent little outro jingle. I'm excited for you to hear it. And folks over here on TikTok, if you have never taken a gander over here to Twitch, during our outro, it's really fun. So I invite you to make the switch to Twitch, even if it's for the last few minutes. And if you can't Twitch, you can also come over to YouTube or Facebook or Kick. You have options. All right, legends, let's get into our very last rip of the morning. Good luck, Billy Casper. Chad, you have a magnificent remainder of your day too, buddy. I appreciate the positivity. Thank you, Chad. Anybody have any big plans today? Anything on the agenda? RJ Wist, welcome back, my dude. How are you? Great to see you again over here on Twitch. Empty box, Billy. Mr. Jovi, good morning, cuz. How you doing, bud? Happy Tuesday. All right. Let's do it. I was waiting for it, Bubba. Baby Billy's Bubba Bonkers. One of my favorite shows. I am always well, Mr. Jovi. How are you doing? All you have to do, my man, if you see right here on the screen, Mr. Jovi, it should say find the goods at junkwaxvintage.com right there. That is where our shop is, my man. I appreciate you asking. Thank you. You rock my face off, Danny. Appreciate it. I need to go through my list of moderators over here on TikTok, do some cleanup, because I need to make some new moderators. Uncle Smitty says, bro, Have you watched High School Catfish? I can't say I have, my good man. Is it funny? I'll have to check that out, Uncle Smitty. High School Catfish, huh? Nice. All right, we start off with a Lizard King. Mr. Benjamin Morrison, first Bowman for Notre Dame. Rod Moore. Ruben Bain Jr. on the Pink Lava, first Bowman refractor for the University of Miami Hurricanes. Stylin' you. I am very glad you did, my good man. Appreciate you. And Legends, can we get that warm Junk Wax Vintage welcome to Stylin' you over here on Twitch? Much appreciated, buddy. Caleb Johnson. DJ Donaldson. Davison Igbinoson. That's an apellido. Seth Hennigan on the green first Bowman refractor for Memphis. Not numbered. Jordan James for Oregon. Eric Singleton Jr. Jalen Dalen Buckley for Western Michigan. Luther Burden. Shout out to Mizzou. Shout out to Jeffro. Iron Drones. Silas Bolden from right here in Austin, Texas. Byron Brown. Damian Martinez on the refractor. Mr. Anderson for Okies. Shout out to Jonesy. My favorite Okie, Brendan Sorsby. Allie Jennings, showing some midriff. Parnell Tate. Shout out to the amazing Randy and the Buckeyes. Phil Maffa. Go Tigers. Dylan Gabriel. DJ Ugalele. Tyleek Williams. Another Pink Lava. And Jeremy Bernard for Alabama. Roll Tide. And you're absolutely right. Thank you, Colt Simmons. So that Hennigan is number 299 on the first Bowman. Top loading that one up for you, Caleb. And Billy. Casper. Not too shabby there, gentlemen. 27 out of 99 on the first Bowman. Quarterback from Memphis. So we're going to sleeve up a few of these for you, my friends. And we have one pack left. You know I got to sleeve up the Mizzou for Jeffro. Hey, Pastor V, good morning, my brother. If you're taking off today, my man, have a magnificent remainder of your day. And it looks like you're taking your son to get his learner's permit today, brother. That is very, very special. I hope you have a great time with your boy. And excited to see you back here tonight, buddy, so you can fill us in on how that goes. I see you, Mikey One. That's right. I did the same thing with my son just a short couple of years ago. So you have all the empathy on that one, my friend.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic for you, Billy Casper. Let's go. Thank you, Colt Simmons. And we start off with a Juan Newton from Toledo. Holy Toledo. Junior, welcome back, my man. Great to see you. Mr. Jaquez Moore for Duke. Garrett Neusmeyer. Go Tigers for LSU. And Logan Diggs for Ole Miss. I wonder if he's related to Stephon Diggs, also known as the Grave Digger in Bo Jackson's Battle Arena. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that, bro. All right, there you go, legends. And thank you, as always, Billy Casper. I love ripping together, buddy. You have been a member of this family for quite a while, and I appreciate you so much, brother. Shout out to you and Caleb. You're absolutely right, styling you. You're spot on that one, my friend. That's right, onward. Thank you, my good man. Shout out to Spokane's Battle Arena. I love you all so damn much. Going into your pile, Mr. Billy Casper. As always, big thanks go to you, my good man. Big hugs and firm handshakes to my favorite Caspers. All right, you legends. Let's refresh that shop one more time. Make sure I'm not missing anything. We are solid, ladies and gentlemen. So, as always, today, my dear friends, on this absolutely terrific Tuesday, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to do me a solid before I see you again back here tonight. As always, my dear friends, first and foremost, when you go out there today in all of your daily dealings, please be good to yourselves. When you're using that inner monologue, because we all do your best to try to be your own best cheerleader today, my dear friends. Try to say things that pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down. Remember, always, that your thoughts become your actions. Your actions over a long period of time eventually become your lifestyle. And your lifestyle eventually becomes everything. So it all starts with keeping up here as positive as humanly possible. So please be good to yourself today, my friends. Secondly, please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, folks, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they make it really difficult, really challenging to pay forward that golden rule, right? Hey, I get it. Unfortunately, my dear friends, our world, and especially this hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. I get it. But we never have a choice in what's going to come across our path in this life, do we? You always, 100% of the time, have a choice in how you choose to react to it, right? That's on you. So try to react a little bit slowly today, my dear friends. Try to give people a little bit of slack. How I do it is I treat every human being that I encounter as if they were having the worst day of their entire life. That's the filter that I put through in my head. But that takes practice. It doesn't happen overnight. So try to react slowly today, my dear friends. Do your damnedest to pay forward that golden rule, no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it. So please be good to yourselves. Please be good to the people around you. And lastly, do your absolute damnedest, my dear friends, to maintain that attitude of gratitude today. Folks, I think it is absolutely impossible to have a bad day when you live in gratitude. And my friends, if you were born here in North America, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got children that are healthy, if you yourself are healthy, if you've got a gainfully employed job, if you've got family that loves you and trusts you, if you've got a card community that cares about you very much, if you have any of those things, my dear friends, you definitely have a short list of things to be grateful for. So, I totally understand that on some days that list of things to be grateful for is longer than others, right? But there's always something. So whatever's on your list today, my dear friends, I hope you find it, I hope you hang on to it, and I hope you allow it to motivate you through this entire terrific Tuesday. And heck, this whole week while we're at it. Mr. Allen, looks wonderful, my brother. Thank you so much for bearing with me on that one. I will check that right after the show, my good buddy. Looking forward to it, Junior. We will see you tonight, my good man. And folks, as always, you are absolutely welcome to go check out junkwaxvintage.com throughout the day when I'm not live, because if you purchase something, it will be waiting for you right here at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we get to do it all over again in just a few short hours. So thank you, as always, my dear friends, for another absolutely terrific Tuesday morning with the family. We have 2 hours and 25 minutes of quality family time this morning. Thank you to each and every one of you. Big hugs, firm handshakes all around. Enjoy your outro jingle. Smoochies. I'm such a dork. Love you. Let's bring it back down, shall we? Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Battle.
We ripped through the breaks, and the family rips too. The legend showed up, and we shared it with you. Dalen led the way with style.
I try.
And we pulled some heat that made us all smile.
Give me behind the scenes, Jacob.
This is Junk Wax.
scenes there, brother. Absolutely right, Miss Melody. We will see you back here tonight, my dear. Brandon Frog, Mr. Brandonio. Happy Tuesday to you too, you legend. Holy crapola, my dear friends. Danny, you were absolutely right, homie. We made it up to 60,000 likes this morning over on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Thank you so much, Miss Melody. Thank you, Uncle Smitty. Thank you to Utah Breaks, my brother from another mother, Mr. Brandonio. Rob Stock, the North remembers. Thank you for being over there on YouTube, my good man. Great to see you as always. Enjoy your Soundboard Olympics.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh, my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow.
Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh, my God. I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come on, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. Mr. Gower, we will see you back here tonight, you legend. And just to let you know, Jacob, we were only able to find one box of Bob Ross, my man. It is extremely expensive. So it is $850 a box, my dude. I will always be transparent with you. That one's a doozy. But Mr. Gower, if we end up finding more, I will definitely let you know. Corey D, my man, have a magnificent remainder of your Tuesday. We'll see you back here, you legend. Thank you as always, my dear friends, for another absolutely wonderful Tuesday morning right here in the front yard. You know it, Mikey One. I see you, Brandonio. Styling you. I appreciate you making the switch to Twitch for the outro. You see all the custom cards over here, my man. They were absolutely hilarious. Shout out to Mikey One for helping us on those. And shout out to Kevin O'Brien, Mean Brad Green, Neil Anthony, excuse me, Robert Parkinson, Blast Boogie, Tim Hudson, Richard Ortwich, Wyatt, and Junior. I appreciate the bits, gentlemen. Thank you so much. My dear friends, make it a terrific Tuesday. I know you will. And we will be back here in a short 8 hours because we get to do it all over again, my dear friends. So please keep your eyes peeled to junkwaxvintage.com. We will have some new stuff up there today. And I am chomping at the bit to be right back here with you. Oh, Corey D. Oh, that's you, you legend. Nice. Well, good to know, brother. I will keep that in mind. Ah, roger that, Mr. Gower. Hey, you and I both, buddy. You're not the only one. All right, legends. Make it a terrific Tuesday. I'm confident you will. And we'll see you back here in just a little bit. Thank you again. Bye-bye.